morning, my name is Joan Selecki. I'm an instructor here that works for the City of Tempe Parks and Recs, and I'm so glad you're joining me here out in Kiwanis Park, as you can see behind us. However, we're going to be doing a segment of a class that I teach here. We call it's a core power class, but it actually is a walk in the park. So we're in Kiwanis Park, but we're going to be walking along the canal here in the park. And I'm again so glad you joined me. Got this fly that likes me. We're standing nice and tall in our neutral alignment, balancing on the four corners of our feet. Gluteal, abdominal, lower back muscles engaged, shoulders are down and back. And if you joined me for the warm-up, but I'll say it again, broken record that I am, when we walk, we want to walk with a heel-toe motion. We're standing nice and tall in our neutral alignment. And I'm now coming onto the canal, walking forward. But now I'm going to walk a lot more naturally. So when I'm walking, I've got a relaxed gait. Now I'm just going to start adding a little more aerobics to my walk. How do I do that? Well, I'm not ready to start too much speed yet, but now I'm going to start to pump my arms. When I start adding my arms, it actually starts to add a little more workload to the walk. Heel-toe motion, getting my breath in place. I'm breathing. Now you want to do this for a few minutes, continuing to add to the warm-up. And now, when you feel you're amply warmed up, you're ready to go, I'm going to turn so we can walk back. We can start adding some exercises. So first exercise I'm going to start with is a wide walk, a wide walk, a wide walk. Now, this is a low modification to a walking lunge. So if this feels comfortable, please do continue with this, but now we're going to go into a walking lunge. It looks, the way that I like to do it is you're going to step wide, you're going to go down and up. I'm still in my neutral position. Together, down and up, together, but now let's add some upper body. So I'm going to go into a front lateral raise as I go down. You can keep your hands in a fist, or if it's more comfortable, hold the ball between your hands. Now, I'm doing a little less aerobic kind of walk. If you feel you want to do a little bit more, you can do this. Taking it just a little, have a little more speed in it because you're actually walking with the lunge. Or if you'd like, take it back to bringing the legs back together. You can reassess your neutral, which you should be doing all the time. And of course, you can change the arm position. You can even alternate the arm position. And your breathing form. If ever you need to stop, which we'll be doing in a second, and taking it back to the walk, please, you're ready to do that, which eventually we will do. I'm breathing, reassessing, Making sure you've got your water with you if you need it and you want to drink it. Stay hydrated. Walking. Now, when we walk, our knee is flexing and extending, the quad and the hamstring. The quad extends the knee, the hamstring flexes the knee. I want to get those inner and outer thighs strong. So an exercise that you can do while you're walking and working on your balance, so you're working your core, is abduction, adduction. So what I'm going to have you do is place your hands on your hips to start, shoulders down and back. Let's start with our left leg. Out to the side, to the front. Whoops, see, I'm already working on my balance. Out to the side, to the front. Abduction, adduction. Abduction, adduction. So if I was walking, then I'm going to add the walk, and then I'm ready to abduct, adduct. Also, a little tip when I'm walking, notice I'm not looking down. I'm looking forward and ahead, so I know what's coming up. So if there's a little pothole in where you're walking, you already know that, and you can reassess your walk. Let's start with the right leg now. Abduct, adduct. Standing nice and tall, I'm focusing. And now I'm going to take it back to the walk. Go to where your body feels comfortable. My body was ready to say, okay, I'm actually going to turn around now. So we can see a different angle. I'm going to walk once again. And I'll start now with my right leg. Abduct, adduct. What you can also do is come back to center, nice and tall, one leg at a time. When we walk on one leg at a time. So this helps with that. And now let's take it over to the other side. I'm doing sets of 8, but as always, do what you feel comfortable with. If 4 is great, if 2 is great, that's great. Nice and tall. This is what keeps going through my mind. Now I'm on my opposite leg now. I started with my right leg. Now I'm going to start walking with my left leg. So when I work on both sides, I'm actually working both sides of my brain, the left and right. Nice and tall. I'm going to come to center. I'm going to go back to my right leg, but now I'm going to add a side lateral raise. So I'm going to abduct and adduct the shoulder girdle for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to start with my right leg. I'm going to walk again. Walking is also a great light stretch. And I'm going to stand back to center. Now I'm going to work with my left leg for 8, 7. Think of around your belly button as the center of gravity in your body. You're standing tall. You don't feel as though you're putting a lot of extra stress on that standing leg. Let's do 2 more. And now I'll start with my left leg. I'm going to walk. So I'm twinkle toes, light on my feet. I don't feel like I call it the clod hopper. I don't feel like I'm bearing down too much on my body. If that happens, guess what? Stop, reassess, take it back to a lighter walk, and then once you feel comfortable and you're ready, and you can go back to a little bit more powerful walk for yourself. We are walking. We worked with abduction, adduction. Now we're going to work with extension and flexion. Get those quads and hamstrings a little stronger because they extend and flex the knee. So what we're going to do is we're going to work with a knee lift, a knee lift, a knee lift as we walk. Once again, I'm going to get my walk going. But as we knee lift, we're going to go into a front lateral raise. I started with my left leg. Why again is this core? Because we're working on our balance. Heel toe motion as I'm bringing my foot down. And one more. And now I'm going to take it back to my walk. Stretching it out a little bit because I have the other side to do. So, I'm going to turn around and we'll start with the opposite leg. We started with the left, now we'll start with the right. Notice I'm alternating like the walk, but there's also, you can stand in place and do one side at a time. And if ever you feel you're getting really out of balance, guess what? You reassess and take it back to the walk. Let's do 4 more on that side. 4, or starting with that side. 3, 2, 1. Walking. Now our hamstring. Hamstring curl. I'm going to kick myself in the butt. So this is the movement. All these exercises, I'm keeping my joints nice and soft. So I'm not feeling like I'm robotic or I'm going into any hyperextension. So I'm keeping it nice and soft. Let's bring our arms up, shoulder level, turn the palms in, and we're going to go into a row. Row, row, row for 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to bring the arms down. Let's take it back into the walk. And now let's start hamstring curling with the left leg. Arms up, shoulder level. Working on that balance. Got my balance back. 6, 5, you're breathing. And now let's take it back to that walk. Nice and tall. I'm going to hold to center here. Going to stop for a second. I'm going to turn and face you. Let's just take that nice breath in. And exhale. Once again, a nice breath in. And exhale. Let's bring the legs, let's go back into our neutral. One other little thing you can do while you're walking, we're walking forward, hands on the hips. Let's walk sideways, sideways, sideways. Again, working abduction, adduction. Now I'm going to take it back to center. Knee lift, hamstring curl. Knee lift, hamstring curl. Knee lift, hamstring curl, making it a little more complicated. Why? Because I'm knee lifting one leg, hamstring curl the other leg. But I'm still walking. But guess what? One more. I'm going to turn and face the canal because I have to do the other side. So I'm looking at the canal, so you'll see me from the back, which is also a really good view to see me from. So you can see that my shoulders are down and back. Let's take it sideways. Once again, you can always add some upper body movement. And I'm going to take it forward, and I'm going to knee lift, hamstring curl. Knee lift, hamstring curl. Once again, whoa, I'm working on that balance here. Keeping that core nice and tight, keeping that abdominal muscle nice and tight. People in my classes will say, "You're making me think, Joan." Yeah, because we want to think about our movement. And one more. Nice and tall, and I'm going to start my walk again. Now I'm ready to start cooling it down. So if I were walking at a faster speed, a little more pump to the arms, I want to start bringing the arms down. Bringing the arms down. Nice and tall. I'm slowing down a little bit too. Continuing to breathe. And just like with all exercises, we want to have a cool down and a light stretch afterwards. So I'm going to come back to center. Once again, I'm going to take a nice breath in and exhale. Once again, one more time, a nice breath in and exhale, and let's go find a nice place. Come in and join me. Once again, now we're going to do our cool down and our stretch. So come and join me back again. Have a great day. Keep smiling. Be safe, be well, and join me back in a few minutes.